further ado, whatever that means, I'm going to let you take over the screen. I'm going to mute myself, and everybody that's on here, please mute yourselves. And then if you have a question, you can unmute yourselves or put it in the chat room. So I'll give it to you, Leigh.
Great, thank you very much. So we're actually going to talk about like 5, 6 different things today, but I do want to say, I know that you guys are so busy and all of this is so overwhelming right now. So my goal is to tell you a little bit about each one, show you how it works, and then take your questions on each section as we have it, because I don't want to start it with websites and then have you forget your questions because you're overwhelmed by everything else. So write your questions down. We'll do it as we go. It's only going to be like 2 or 3 minutes overview, and then I'll show you what it is. So HUB21. What is HUB21? This may be a foreign concept to you. This is our new platform. It covers all of the things. It covers the CRM, the websites, Engage. All of it together is called HUB21. It is powered by a company called MoxieWorks out of Seattle. They only do big enterprises like us. They don't do small little individual offices. That's not their strength. They don't want to do it, but they have like a 97% retention rate because they can make individual agents, I think it's 41% more effective in what they're doing because all of their technology speaks to each other, which is very, very useful. So my.hub21.ca. If you have 2 screens in front of you, you might want to follow along as we do this. So that's how you get to it. It is your single sign-on, Century 21 email address and password. That's how you get in. There are the websites. C21 Engage, if that is not a familiar word to you, that's your new CRM. It works. This is a CRM that works way better than REW. C21 Present is the new presentation tool. This is like nothing else we've ever had before, and it works really well. It's really cool, and it's not that hard to use. The Marketing Center has not launched yet. We will get into that. C21 Promote also has not launched yet, but you can wrap your head around I'll give you an overview of those, but we'll wrap our head around those things as we go. So first of all, the website, fully customizable. It is a WordPress builder. If you have not used WordPress before, it is so easy. I liken it to the fact, remember when iPads came out and iPhones, you're like, I want to go there, touch screen, and it went where you wanted it to go. It's like that for building a website. It's so easy. We have also built a whole bunch of pages to choose from, as well as other page design formats. So if there's something that you don't like, you can create exactly what you want. You can fully customize your website. And there's also SEO analytics. So you can run it through the SEO optimizer and it'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Super useful. There is on everybody's website, if you go to your page, it is your first name dash last name at c21.ca. That is your new personalized website. It is up, it is active right now. Your previous sites are not. If you go into Get Advice and down at the bottom, there's a home valuation page. It's a lead generation page. You can also add it as a module on your homepage if that's what you want to put on your homepage. I don't think we did that on everybody's. Like we at corporate created a default website for you that will be great. But if you want to customize things, you can add little bits to it, or you can totally remake the whole thing. It's entirely up to you. Blogging functionality is back. We're also going to be providing the Life at Home newsletters as blogs so that if you can get some help in writing the blog content. It is integrated with Real Satisfied and your Zillow reviews, so you can just pull those in and it will automatically pull in those reviews for you. Easy social media modules, and as I mentioned, that SEO analysis tool. Neighborhood news is several places on that site because it's a lead capture form where you say, okay, what neighborhood do you want? Type in the first, you can do all digits of a postal code, but you only need the first 3. And then it will automatically send through the CRM, it will automatically send a monthly update of properties to the person who signs up for that. You don't need to do anything. It just gets done. You can also decide whether it's every 30 days. You can adjust the timing on that, and they can choose how often they want to be identified. So again, all of this is free to you. It's on your website. And this is just, it's automatically creating this stuff for you right now. You will get notified if a client signs up for that, for Neighborhood News. It will go into your CRM, notify you that that lead is there, and then will give you all their contact information so you can add them to other campaigns as well. So you know when someone new signs up. The property search, cool. Search filters, you can set up favorite and saved searches. And then it's a connection between the website and the CRM. So even on the corporate site, when someone likes a listing that they see, they can then click on it, they can like it, and you get notified. So I'm getting notifications on the corporate in CRM saying this person likes this property in this community, and we're forwarding that along. So another great lead generation tool, and I'm very happy to hear Mike say that you're already getting leads on that. Awesome. Local Logic. This is a third-party integration. It is great for SEO because it's all about, it's written for, I mean, you guys only care about Vancouver, but it's like 5,000 communities, community descriptions across Canada. And so it's all this stuff about specific neighborhoods. You get, daycares, restaurants, shopping, you can see there. It is unique to any other real estate site. So if someone likes that part of it, they're going to keep visiting on your site because it's delivering the information that they want. So let's go take a look at the sites and let me show you what this looks like. So when you log in to HUB21, this is the dashboard. There's some videos. You can click on any of these things. It's like the old resource, it's like the resource center. The resource center still exists. This is another way to get there. But let's click on my website. Mine looks slightly different because I'm corporate, but you can go and say, okay, it will walk you through this. Personalize your site style. Go there. You can click on that. In this case, I'm going to, these are all the pages that are on your websites. So you can view them, you can hide them. So let's just go to the buyer's page and view that. This is what your web page looks like, your buyer's page, but you're like, I don't love this. So you just click on the page builder and then you can edit as you go. It will prompt you to take a tour. So you can say, okay, I hate the word extraordinary, it creeps me out. So you can say, it's probably because I'm on multiple things. Let's try this. You can say, I'm the best. Save it. You can go down and customize this as you want it. If you're like, no, I don't like this entire section or this picture, I'm going to delete this. It deletes the picture, you can add your own. So it makes it so easy to edit what's already there. But if you want to add your own page, you can just click Add New. There's a bunch of templates here for you that you can edit. But let's say in this case, we want to add a custom page. Let's start doing this. If you're like, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to sit down and do this and wrap my head around this. This button here is your friend. Save the draft of it because you can build it and save it and come back to it when you have some more time. So let's say we're going to add a new page that is, I love West Vancouver. Then, you can save an image library, you can upload it, you can put a video on there, you can do any sort of thing. You can put an insert from a URL, so you can embed another website on that. It's super easy. I'm just going to go to my image library that I put on here earlier. It's just taking a little bit. Oh, add new. Okay. So I just added this picture because I found it in my computer. Attachment details, okay. And there we go. Oh, I don't want to edit it. So you can grow link in, view attachment page. Okay. So we like the way that looks. And you can just import that in. Where did I hit? Okay. So now on this page, you can go in and you can just drag this content, publish it. You can add the media here. There's lots up top. And then you can preview. I don't have much in here, but you can save the draft. You can preview the page. So this is what it's going to look like. And then you can go on and do the page builder thing again so you can see it as you're building it. Super useful. And if you've never built a website before, this is kind of how you want it done. So you can add all of that sort of stuff, custom searches, blog posts, you can add a new one, categories, you can hashtag things for SEO, and then the SEO availability or the SEO analysis is here and it will tick it off as you go. And then when you're finally ready, you can publish the page to your site. Okay, so this is very easy for you to do. Let's take a break here. What questions can I answer for you about your websites? Type them in the chat, raise your hand, ask a question. Yes, Michael.
I think it'd be a great idea for all of us to edit the pages already created about me, you know, markets and stuff like that, to get used to doing that first before we recreate a brand new page and then find how it fits. A couple of us, quite a few of us have already created the other pages on the old site. So I think for those of us that have done it, then you can go to those personal pages that you went and then create your new custom page. But if we just practice on what's on the screen first with all the tabs, to edit it, maybe put your picture in, maybe add a better bio. The bios here are pretty generic. So, you know, I know Klaus would have something different to say than Chris, than the Dean, than the Hoonan. So let's just make it sound and look like ourselves first before we get too creative.
That's a great suggestion. So Linda asks, how do we link external page addresses? So let me share my screen again. And I just did this as Michael was talking. I just decided that I would go to Daily Hive. So I love West Vancouver, dailyhive.com. You know, you could type in the text for, sorry about all the typing sound, for information about what goes on in this community. Daily Hive. Now let's preview it on the site. You can see here, the link is already there. And so,
sorry.
Yes?
Sorry to interrupt. I meant as your web address.
Sure. So you can insert the source. It's just embed here. So let's try that again. It doesn't seem to work. Oh, the embed code. So what that's going to be, if I go to YouTube, and I go into, so this would, in this case, there's often an embed code that gets included with things. So if I sign into Century 21 Canada, and I go to our videos, this is just taking a while to load this morning. There is a code at the end when you go to, when you are looking at a YouTube video, and it's the end after the youtube.com.
I think if you go to share, you would find it.
Share. Yes.
But I think it's the embedded code.
I need that music to stop. Paste your, no, that's not working. So anyways, embed. I'm going to make it look more complicated if I keep fooling around with it, but it's in that insert edit media at the end there.
I have another question, Leigh.
Yes.
What I heard works now is when we, for all of us that are going to redirect our domain names to the new Century 21 site, our domain names, michaellaprairie.com, will show on every single page of the new MoxieWorks site, correct?
Yes, it should show in the footer.
Yeah, and we've never had that done before, ever, and that's amazing.
If you go, well, if you go to the home page, I'm in the page builder right now, so I need to be done. Discard. Yes, and there are links to contact you on every page as well. That will just automatically get put into your CRM. All right. Any other questions on websites?
Yeah, I just had a question about the actual domain name. You said it was first name dash last name .c21.ca.
Yes.
For mine, it's first name, so it's Klaus-Road 99A7MU2UWS.c21.ca.
Oh, I wouldn't want to have that as my website.
No, that's my
That
point.
sounds miserable.
That sounds like a lucky one.
Yeah. I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky, but how do I change that?
Klaus, send me the email. I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll talk to Josh about that. Okay, yeah, we'll get back to you to make sure that that works.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Engage. As I said before, this is your new CRM. It works. Another great thing about that is if you use Gmail and your Century 21 Gmail, all the contacts that you have in there have been imported into Engage already. They're ready to go. It is more than just a CRM because it also, when you first log in, it's going to get you to set a goal for yourself. And then it's going to keep you on track with those goals. It'll say, you know, you haven't sent enough emails lately to generate leads and prospects. And so it will track all of this for you. And when you put in deals, it will track what you've actually done. It will create a task list for you. It has calendar management. It's a great CRM, and it is made specifically for the real estate industry. So we talked a little bit in the websites about neighborhood news, and that is interactive. People can click on the links that they have. You can quickly subscribe your entire database by a postal code or create custom ones. So you can just start sending it to people who are already in your contact list already. And then you can view how they're interacting with it. We've also created a whole bunch of email campaigns. There are buyer campaigns, seller campaigns, maintenance, life at home, special occasions, all of those things that are set up and timed. And you can also, if you don't like the timing that we've put in, you can change it to customize for yourself. So the email templates, if you were ever on BombBomb, you know that we have so many Century 21 BombBomb templates. We've got the same thing now, except we've just ported them over to the new CRM. So there are tons of email templates for you to choose from, and generic ones if you want to just send a Century 21 email that's not a happy birthday or anniversary, and I'll show you how to go through that. I think this is one where the demo is better. So let's go back to HUB21, C21 Engage. Just taking a minute to load. So I'm going to go agent mode. I don't have any tasks to do, but this is where your task list comes up. Your people, this is where all of your contacts should be from your email address. It's under My People. So you can see all of them. You can log an activity. So if you had a phone call with them, if you spoke with them, met in person, email, mail, you can post, you can put anything you want in there. The campaigns are what we were just talking about for emails, my emails, the neighborhood news where you can sign people up. If you want to start a new campaign, you go to Add from Library. It takes a minute to come up because there are lots of them. And I just want to look at the campaigns first. I'll show you the emails, but this is what you will add. I promise you it comes up. Great. So you'll see here that I have a bunch of French. You shouldn't have French, but if you want French for your office, we have not set up bilingual. But if you happen to speak French and have French clients, we can get that for you. But let's go that you want, what's a good one? So let's say you have first-time homebuyers and you're like, oh, okay, I'd like to sign up some of my contacts for that. I would suggest first previewing the campaign. So you can see that this one has, this campaign has 6 emails, first day, and then you can see the time frame when those are sent. And then you can scroll through, you can customize the content. So you're just looking at the template here. You can go through and read what's written in all of these. So let's say you want that, add to campaigns. And then we'll go back to the library, and there was another one, some of them have, there we go. Okay, so when you want to set this up, so if you see something called brokerage, that is something that corporate has done. And then your office will also have campaigns. So they can send, they can create like Vancouver-centric information, which we can't do because we serve so many communities, but you can do that. So you can edit the schedule about when you want these things to be sent, and then set up. You can add recipients, and all of this comes in from your people. So you just sign up whoever you want. You can also create groups. So if you have a group of first-time home buyers, you can set them up in a group and add them. So you set it up, and then you click Run Campaign. Again, you can start and finish later if that is useful to you. You can go through and play around with all the campaigns. So these are all the emails. We've got e-cards. There are campaigns. So you can send out, like we had people around the time change who were like, where is that social media brick, or where can I get an email template to remind people to change their clocks? So you can do those individually. You can send out that e-blast, or you can sign up for the holidays campaign, which we have, you know, the next one will be Easter, and then it'll be the May long weekend, and then Canada Day. So you can decide whether you want those sent individually or if you just want to sign people up for the whole annual campaign. Okay. What questions can I answer for you on the CRM?
Leigh,
Yes.
you mentioned that all our emails from the Century 21 Gmail ported over.
Yes.
What about our contacts? What about our contacts from REW?
Those probably are in your email too.
Okay. So, and I haven't, guys, I haven't tried the CRM yet, but we'll be able to edit and delete, create, merge duplicates and all that, like every standard one does.
Yes.
Okay.
The REW CRM did not, I would even say, not even did it not work well, it just didn't work. So if you had a bunch of contacts in there that were ported over from Where to Live, I believe those contacts went into your Gmail anyways. I would have to double check on that. But if you're having problems, you can always email me and I can get help. Right? Any other questions on the CRM? Chris, are in English, but your emails are in both English and French. So I'm wondering, so Chris, are you saying that in your, like when you click on this My Emails tab, you're getting English and French?
Yes, correct.
No?
Yeah, so I get, there's the campaigns and the e-blasts, but when it
Yep.
comes to the emails are both in French and English.
Okay, I will try and, I mean, we don't have nearly as much in French as we do in English, but I'll make a note of that and see if I can get an answer.
Yeah, no worries. I just thought I'd make mention.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? We can move on to present. Let me share my screen again. So present is a brand new tool. It's really cool. I understand if you're like, I do not have time to learn something new. I think it is very useful for you though, and it's got all of the templates that we've already provided in the resource center, like the listing presentation, the buyer presentation, but all of this is now on C21 Present, and it's also connected to your CRM so you can just email it to people. It is mobile optimized so that you can create, let's say you're creating a listing presentation, someone opens it on their phone and it will sense it's optimized so it will look like it's meant to be a mobile presentation, but if they pull it up on their laptop or on their desktop, it is a real presentation as well. So you can customize presentations for clients. Again, we have a library of templates that you can just take them as is or customize them. You can send it as an electronic URL, and that's very useful because it will update itself. So if you put MLS data in there, it will automatically update, so you don't have to go in and do that. You can also download it and send it as a PDF if you know that someone's going to be looking at it offline. You can also build your own presentations and your own pages if you don't like the templates. So like the websites, we have provided you with a base model, and then you can go in and customize either individual pages, or if you're like, I want to start my own, I don't like any of this, you can do that too. So it's for lead gens, CMAs, buyer tour, buyer presentation, open houses, neighborhood tours, sphere marketing, thank you video, and the pre-listing packet. So one of the stories, Chris from MoxieWorks, who's our project manager, he bought his house using the buyer tour. So what his agent did was put all the places that they were going to go and view on this presentation. And so it had a map of it, and the dots on the map about where they were, if you clicked on the dot, it took you to the listing so you could see all of that. And there's also the ability for the buyers to put their comments in about each property. You can add, they can give ratings on it so you can see what they think about it, what they're going to think about it, so you know their enthusiasm level on different properties. Again, like I said, it's got live MLS data. You can add video to these presentations. You can edit it and it will automatically update as long as it's not a PDF, because each of these creates their own unique website URL. So it automatically in real time updates. You can share it. You can co-present it with another agent. You can give your own commentary and guidance on individual properties, and you can customize it as you want. I've already been through all of those items. Okay, so let's go into it. And I can show you how it works. Again, C21 present. And I should note, oh, it's already there. So this is your presentations. Brokerage presentations are, again, the ones that we at corporate have customized. So you can go through and you can see the list of these. There are more. These are individual pages. Let's go back. So you can go back. And let's go into, this one is added to my presentations. Let's go back to my presentations so that you can see this. You can see all of these pages, individual pages. So if you are creating a template and you're like, yes, I want to be able to edit this one. Let's pick this page. More. Save to my library. And I mean, there's a couple of different options for you for that one. But let's say we're talking about staging your home and you want that one as well. Save to my library. So then you go back and you go into my library, listing your home. You go in here, you click edit. And let's say you want to add something else to this. You can click templates, about page templates, so you can customize it for yourself. You can add things. Always include a pop of color. I am making this up. And then just, oh, I don't want to clear it. I want to save it. Web view, print view. So you can do portrait or landscape. I'm just back here. So edit. You'd think I'd know how to save this. There's got to be a save button somewhere.
Up there, there's a save button.
Pardon me?
Up there.
Up there. Oh, save. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry. There we go. So that will be saved. You can add whatever you want to customize all of these. And then you can go back. And then you can create all of those. You can create folders. So if you want to just create a whole bunch of templates that you know that you'll want to drag into every presentation, you just create them all in a folder and then you'll know to drag them in when you go and create your presentations. Again, this is a tool that will require, I think, a little bit more time because it's like nothing we've ever had before. So I would suggest when you get a little bit of time to do that. So this was a sample presentation. This is what it looks like. It will, I created something and it will load. And so you can go in and preview what you've done and then go look at, it will, you can say, yes, automatically pull in the location. This one is a 13-page. And then if you decide to do it like this, you can then preview what it will look like on mobile as well. So there's not a lot of data in here because I didn't have an MLS listing when I was creating this. Okay. So This is a lot to take in. And I feel like after websites and CRM, you're like, okay, I can do this. Like, these are somewhat familiar to me. Now you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So what questions can I answer for you on this tool?
Thanks, Leigh. One of the ones I have, I think I got my pages mixed up, is for I love the search, the hooking everybody up to their to this site for their customers to search for properties. I love the idea that you can give them a buyer's tour before they go out on the buyer's tour, and the buyers can say yay or nay before you take them on the tour with their comments. Is there any other special, and the video that you can do a self-explanation of what each house in your opinion is about?
Yep, you can. So those videos you'd need to upload to YouTube and just have them as unlisted so that you can embed them into the presentation.
Right.
But then they can play while people are watching the presentation. They don't have to go elsewhere to view that video. It just becomes part of the presentation.
Do you have a pre-made CMA that on a video that you could show these guys what their CMAs would look like, or one of the options?
Let me. Was a ad page. Let's see, property summary. So let me.
And if
Because I'm not an agent, this is not my area of expertise, but we can go through it. So you can do side-by-side comparisons, status, listing averages. Which one of those do you want?
I would say a side-by-side comparison.
Okay, let's add that and see what happens. Page added to presentation. And you know what, let's do also with agent, property summary with agent remarks. Oh, I meant to click add. Okay, let's go back to, I added that to this page. Okay. Side-by-side comparisons. Huh.
Okay, well, we can get that done later
Yeah.
on.
One thing I am not an expert on this tool either.
Okay.
I will recommend, if you're like, I think there's value here, go onto Campus 21 TV. On Monday, we did an entire hour-long webinar where we had Gary Zalepa do a listing presentation, and Chris from MoxieWorks coached him through what he needs to do step by step to create that. They uploaded a video, they did all of those things, and they are much better at this than my level of expertise.
And that was my other note was, where do we go to learn this? Because I know all the videos, or majority of all the videos, have been done. So before we start pushing buttons, maybe watch a video on how to edit a page on Moxie, and then you watch it, and then you do it.
Yes. So I'll even go in Campus 21 TV. If you haven't been there yet, this is our online virtual training platform. You can go to browse videos, anything to do with HUB21. So this is the entire one on C21 Present. It's 58 minutes long. You can do it along with them. We also have a short, this one's an hour and a half. So this might have been the one that some others went through, like your concierge. So you can go in and watch that. Partial data, full MLS data. We've got an entire video on Engage, all the different webinars on all the different technology, and they're all available for you to watch whenever you want.
Perfect.
So you just go to campus21.tv, sign in with your Century 21 email address, and you will have access to all of this.
Also, I would like to mention that on HUB21, if you click on the help button, their support system is awesome. I have been working with them, and they send you like PDF documents on step by step how to do stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yes, and I will note that REW didn't offer agent support, but this company does. So you don't come necessarily to us for support. You just you buzz in on their line, and they have dedicated staff to help you. And they are really helpful, and they know the platform better than anyone else. So it's like an online chat bot if you want, that just figure out what you need, and you can call them as many times as you want.
Leigh, on a
Yes.
new topic, can we do a quick review of our listings? One of my questions would be, if some of us have manual listings in there, did they port over from REW to Moxie?
Let me just ask Josh that. Okay, I've just asked him that.
Okay.
I'll get you an answer.
Can we go take a look at our listings?
Sure.
And the reason why, because these guys, we want to be able to print feature sheets, both print and send electronic. So just a quick way of doing that.
Oh yeah, that's the new marketing center. Should we take a look at that?
Yeah, let's play with that one.
So the marketing center, let me just, that's right. So you guys know our Breakthrough Broker site. I know a number of you use it. That is still active for now. The new Century 21 Marketing Center has not launched yet. It is going to launch soon. We are doing a soft launch in 3 cities across the country that started yesterday at noon. So we're making sure that it works. We've tested it internally. I've built a lot of feature sheets and brochures, but until it's integrated with the MLS, just like the Breakthrough Broker one. So we need to make sure that it works and it's porting in the information, and it's not because we have to crop certain, the text box has to be this size, that it's all working out. It should be fine. We're expecting to launch in mid-April, but we're just testing it to make sure it works first. The library looks exactly the same, or the content is exactly the same as the pieces that you have now. So it's just laid out a little bit different. Your automated marketing package, you may remember, you probably know that when you had a new listing, you'd automatically get an email with links to 9 pre-created marketing materials. We now have 5 different automated marketing packages. So we have them for just listed, we have just sold, we have price improvement, which I don't think is going to be applicable in Vancouver. We have open houses. I think I'm talking about another one in French. So you'll get every new listing when this launches, you will get a new marketing package customized for each of those points in a transaction. Yes, there we go. Those are the ones you'll get. More templates. They're the same templates that you had before. Increased functionality for editing. I know that the ampersand would come through and it would look funny when it was imported. We're hoping that works better a little bit this time. The contacts are synced with C21 Engage. So if you have a postcard or a feature sheet that you create that you want to send out to your network, it is integrated with your CRM. So it's way fewer button clicks. And any videos that you have are automatically uploaded to YouTube. So if you have a video tour of a house, it will get uploaded, and then it gets uploaded to like a corporate site and then gets deleted once the property has sold. So I can give you a look. Let's see if my corporate account is working with that. I'm going to sign out of that one. I'm going to log in. I'm trying to figure out if they've turned on the Marketing Center for me. No, they have not. So I cannot, yeah, I've only been using it in the test environment, so I don't have it. But this is what it looks like here. So you can, choose by a product or design. It actually, when you first log in, it will have your listings up there. So you can then go and then click on the piece that you want, and it will have created that for you. And then you can customize it, swap out pictures as you're used to doing. If you don't have any listings right now, you'll get this design gallery, and then you can choose what you want to do. And these recent favorites popular, I think popular is network. You can do favorites and then your recently used ones. So you can print that to, it's integrated, our current one is integrated with the UPS store. This one is integrated with ColorTech, but there will be a button where you can click that will take you to the UPS portal, and then you can download the pieces as a PDF and then upload them to UPS. So if you're used to using UPS, you'll still have that functionality. Any questions on the Marketing Center? I feel like this one's a bit easier because you kind of already know what you're getting based on the existing one. Yes, Chris. You're there.
Just curious, from the HUB21 sort of homepage, where did you get that again, Leigh, the Marketing Center?
It's not there yet.
Oh, it's not there yet. Okay, I missed that.
It's not there yet. It will be here. It'll say C21 Marketing Center. Let's see if you can get to the old one. We may have connected the old one.
Because there's C21 Promote that I thought it was. But
that's the next thing. We're going to talk about that next. Because the Marketing Center is not available to everyone yet, it is not in this list. We're just doing it with the test offices right now. So it's turned on for them, but it's not turned on for your office. So you won't have that yet.
Okay, thank you.
All right. But let's go back to, unless there are no other questions on that, we will go to, come on. Start from Promote. So Promote is a relatively new tool as well. It's a way to create ads. And it is one-stop shopping, so you can create your piece in the Marketing Center and then upload it to Facebook, your Facebook business page, Instagram, and pay for it on there. It's all seamless. It also allows you to send automated reporting to your clients about how things are delivered. You can build your brand, you can advertise yourself, or you can do community ads and try and get leads that way. So that is, again, I think we're trying to roll this launch out a little bit later because we know there's so much being launched right now that it's just intimidating to people. Figure that out. So this, I think, will be launched in phase 2, which I want to say is April or May, but it is there now. Maybe you can use it. I was told it was launching then, but if it's in the top map, maybe it is available. So again, any training you want is Campus 21 TV. Also on Mondays at 9 a.m. Pacific, we do weekly webinars, and right now we're focusing on a new element of the MoxieWorks platform, of our HUB21 platform. 2 days ago was C21 Present, and then next Monday we're doing websites and Promote. So if you want more information on those, we're going to be building a website with someone live who's customized pieces of her website so far. Like Mike was suggesting that you do, just build a couple or customize what's already there, make it your own before you start building new stuff. She's done that. So we're going to go over how she did that and then talk about building new sites, new pages. Any other questions?
Leigh,
Yes.
thank you again, because I know your time's limited now. So, guys, I think what we have to do, or our takeaway from here is everybody go to my.hub21.ca and get into your system. Everybody bookmark Campus TV so you can start listening to how to do this, and then edit your pages that are already made to make it customized to yourself, add your languages, add your neighborhoods. We've all done that for our personal bios. And then that should be a few days to maybe 5 days of work for you, because I know that we're all busy. And then we're going to eat the elephant, and then Natalia and I and Angel will start showing you how to create a new page, make sure that you, or how to do a listing presentation, how to register your customers on a property search. I think those are the musts that we have to have today, because we're all in the business. And then access your CRM to make sure that your customers are there. Leigh made a mention that the REW site didn't really pull it properly. So if you have been using another database, then you might want to just import that in, or probably clean out what you have first.
I do have an answer on the sites. Manual listings have to be re-imported.
Manual listings. So that's mostly for us, the property management side of things, unfortunately. And in the old site, can we export those listings, or we just have to punch all the keys? I'll ask you that question later. That's
Okay, yeah, I know there is a way to access the archived sites, and I'm trying to remember. Let's go to archive to see if your websites. Someone told me about a new website, or it's not new, that archives all the websites on the internet. You heard of this thing? What's it called?
No, I talked to Patrick in Red Deer, and he says there's an archive site, so we just have to find it.
It's called the Wayback Machine. And so you just type in your email address, and you can find out the last time that site was archived. So that's one way to do it. We did archive agent sites.
Yeah.
And I will send you the link to that, Michael, and the formula for how people can access that. But we did archive all those sites.
Yeah, because that's better for us cutting and pasting than going to another website to grab it off. It doesn't pull your fonts that well. But yeah, okay. But I appreciate your time, Leigh.
Always happy to help. I hope I haven't overwhelmed you.
Glad to see you back at head office.
I know, we had a guaranteed power outage from 5